Good afternoon and welcome to the 7th grade benchmark review. And as we can see here, we have somebody named Ariane borrows $400. So you know she's going to have to pay something back when you borrow money, and it's for a 4-year loan. She's charged 5% simple interest, and 5% turned into a decimal is 0.05 per year. How much interest does she charge for the 4 years, and what is the total amount she has to pay back? So there's two questions being asked here. The first one is $400, and she's paying a 5% interest per year. So if I multiply this 5%, 0.05, I turn it into a decimal, all I have to do is get my handy dandy calculator and put 400 times 0.05, and that is equal to $20. That is equivalent to $20 per year. It asks about 4 years, so I'm going to multiply this by 4, and it's going to be $80. Thus, she is charged, the interest for 4 years is $80 interest, but she asked how much does she have to pay back? Well, she originally borrowed $400 plus $80 interest, so she owes a total of $480. Okay, we're here with the Sanchez family, and they go out to dinner, and the price of the meal is $60. The sales tax on the meal is 7%, which is 0.07 as a decimal, and they also want to leave a 15% tip, which is 0.15. So the meal cost a total of $60, and they have a tax of 0.07. Now, I could long multiply this out, but I have my handy dandy calculator in front of me, and I'm going to multiply 60 times 0.07, and that's going to equal to $4.20. It's not $4.02, it's $4.20. There would be a zero there if it was $4.02. So that's just the tax. So total right now, with tax, is $64.20. Now I want to leave a 15% tip. How do I leave a 15% tip? Well, I have to multiply this new total by 0.15, so I'm going to write 60, or type in 64.20 times 0.15 is equal to a total of $9.63. Now, I would usually round this up if I was a restaurant, or just make it $9.80 so that I could round it to an even number. But this is just the tip, and this is just the tax. So if I add the tip to the total, so if I add that to the $64.20, we are going to get a total of $73.83. $73.83. And that's it. That's how you solve for tax and tip. Now this one is a very simple sales tax question. So if an item costs $40 and you have a sales tax of 5%, turning 5% to a decimal, you just move the decimal twice to the left. So 5%, move it twice to the left, you're going to get 0.05. So I'm going to multiply $40 times 0.05. So I have 40 times 0.05 is equal to $2. $2. So it says find the cost of the total, or the total price of the tax and of the cost of the item. 40 plus $2 is equal to $42 total. In front of us, we have a question. It says a 1-year membership to Metro Gym. Important words are 1-year membership. The cost is $460 for the 1-year membership. There is a fee of $40 when you join, and the rest is paid monthly. Write an equation to represent what you will pay monthly for the year-long membership. So we know what the year-long membership costs total. Write an equation that would help members find how much money they would pay per month. Whenever you see the word per month, you're thinking of multiplied by an X. So I have an equation here. So of course there's going to be an equal sign. And it says the 1-year membership to Metro Gym is $460 total. So it says that there is a fee of $40 when you join. So right away there's going to be a $40 fee. And then it says, when you join and, that's a key word right there, and means add. And the rest is paid monthly. So we don't know how much is paid monthly, so that's going to be our X. X is going to equal monthly cost. And we know that there is 12 months in a year because this is going to be the yearly cost of a membership. 12 times whatever it is per month plus $40 is going to be a total of $460. That is your equation. Now this is a simple two-step equation, and I'm going to rewrite this so it's easier to solve. As you know, we're going to start with our wall, and it's going to be $460. The first thing we need to do is undo any addition or subtraction first. We don't want to divide both sides by 12 first. We want to undo any addition or subtraction first. So how do I undo a positive 40? I'm going to subtract 40 from both sides, and I put, on accident, I put a plus sign here. Remember, what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So I have 12x is equal to 420. 60 minus 40 is 20. 400 minus 0 is 4. Divide both sides by 12, and there's a couple ways of doing this. By the way, 12 over 12 turns into positive 1, and that's what we're looking for. I know that 2 goes into both of these. There might be a larger number, but I know that 2 does, and 2 is an easy one for me to half. So if I have 420, I have 210, and if I have 12, I have 6. If I have half 210, I have 105, and if I have 6, I have 3. So how many times does 3 go into 105? I put the denominator on the outside and the numerator on the inside. 3 times 3 is equal to 9, 1, 5. 3 goes into 15, 5 times. As you can see, it comes out to be an even number, so my answer is $35 per month is what you would pay for that gym membership. And that's it. That's how you solve that one. On this one, we have another equation problem. And the key words here are the temperature in the freezer increased. It increased at an average of 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit per hour. Remember, when I say per, I always usually mean a multiplied times an x. The total increase was 7.5. When we see the word total, we usually think of an equal sign. So the question asks, write and solve an equation and to find the number of hours until the power was restored. We know the total increase was 7.5. So we know that in an equation there's an equal sign, and we know the total was 7.5 degrees Fahrenheit. And we know that it rose at 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit per hour. So that's what it's asking for. Find the number of hours. So that's an indicator that we're looking for an x. Now, this is kind of hard to solve with all these extra stuff in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this so that it looks like an equation that we can solve easily. Now, one of the things that I tell my students is decimals are just numbers with little dots in between, but there's sometimes if an easier way to do this if decimals kind of freak you out a little bit. So I have 2.5 here and I have 7.5. I tell my students what you do to one side you have to do to the other. So check this out. If I move this once to the right, I could move this one once to the right, and I could rewrite my equation as 25x is equal to 75. That to some students looks a lot better than this one. Now, I know that this is a multiplication, so I'm going to divide both sides by 25, and it looks like x is going to be 3 hours to restore. On this one here, we have a share of stock that decreases in value at a rate of $1.20 per hour. And remember, I told you per hour means multiplied by an X or multiplied by something. During the first 3.5 hours of training, this word first really doesn't mean much. Write and solve an equation to find the decrease, the total decrease, in the value of the share of stock during that time. So it's giving us the time, and it's giving us how much it's decreasing in value. So it's decreasing in value by $1.20 per hour during the first 3.5 hours. So this is actually giving us the hours here, 3.5 hours, and it's asking us to find the total amount of decrease. So $1.20 times 3.5, $1.20 times 3.5, because it's 3.5 hours, the decrease in value is going to be by $4.20. So over that time, it decreased by $4.20. It doesn't give us a total cost of how much the stock is worth, but we do know that it decreased in value by $4.20. On this problem, this says that the original price is $45 and it's a markdown of 22%. So that's kind of like saying there's a sale of 22% off. So the original price is $45 and the markdown is 22%. Since it's a markdown, we know our answer is going to be less than $45. So what we have to do is we have to take $45 and multiply it by the decimal equivalent of 22%. The decimal equivalent of 22% is 0.22. So we multiply this by 0.22. $45 times 0.22 is equal to 9.9. So my answer is not $9.90. My answer is not 9.9. This is how much it's marked down. So our original was $45. So we have to subtract the amount it's marked down. So we have $45 minus 9.9 is equal to $35.10. So if an item was marked down from the original price of $45 by 22%, you're only paying $35.10 for that item. With this one, we have a larger purchase. So we have a purchase of $279.99. $279.99. It's a markdown again by 75% off. So the decimal equivalent for 75% is 0.75. So all I'm going to do is take my handy dandy calculator, 279.99, multiply it by 0.75, because that's going to tell us how much we're going to take off of it. So if there's a sale for 75% off, that's a pretty good sale. That 2 rounds down to, it just keeps it at 99. If it was a 5 or above, we would make this $210 total. But since it's not, we're going to round it down to $209.99. And this is not the total. This is how much it's marked down. So we have to subtract this from the total. So our total was $279.99 minus $209.99. So our new total, with 75% taken off, went from $279 to $70 even, which sounds like a bargain.